It's set to be a dramatic few weeks for Rona as Gus continues to drive her to breaking point over baby Ivy.
In just a moment, we're going to be chatting to soap star Zoe Henry, but first, here's a look at the story so far.
I'm not having kids the natural way, that's for certain.
I can't imagine what it is I can do to help.
You could say yes. You could let me and Lucy use one of our embryos.
Maybe I should have agreed to meet Lucy. Would have been the polite thing to do, wouldn't it?
If it's polite to raise their hopes before dashing them. Gus and Lucy have used your embryos without you knowing.
It was you! All your fault!
Gus, I know you're upset.
She wasn't meant to have the baby. She wasn't ready. You killed her.
No.
That's enough.
Gus?
He's not coping at all.
He says he's really struggling with Lucy's death and that he's grateful to me for having Ivy. Can I keep her for a bit longer?
I've got my head together, and I want her back full-time.
He wants her back.
Zoe
He wants her
Henry,
back.
Rona's joining us now. Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. What?
Did you get any of that?
Sort of.
Well, it's
what a cracking story.
Yeah.
Well, I've thought about this. We talked just before. Imagine this. You and I are having a baby, Dermot.
I'm there.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
And it's your sperm and my egg,
Yes.
and then it doesn't work out for us.
Yeah.
And then you fall in love with Alison.
Okay.
And you want to have a baby.
Writes itself.
Right? And
Yeah.
you use the embryo, and then you carry the child and birth the child. But then you are seen in the eyes of the law as the mother.
Yes.
And I have nothing to do with it.
nobody.
Even though it's my DNA, biologically mine.
It's
mad.
a real moral dilemma, isn't
I'm
it?
just working out how to tell my wife, remember?
Don't worry, because the wife died and it's shortly after giving birth, so
Yeah,
it's fine. So when you first look at it, I thought, what is this storyline? But actually, what's at the heart of it is two very fundamental things. One, it's an examination of the British law around embryos, and the other thing is it's a tale about motherhood. And she wants to be a mother. This is her biological child that she has no rights over yet.
She definitely put this to bed as well, because Gus is her ex-husband. Remember, this is so... Maybe there's another ex in there as well. But it's a long time put to bed, and she, you know, suddenly, you know, it's the ghost of Christmas past. It's here again, and it's thrust upon her. But it's the instinct, isn't it?
Like you said, it's a really important story. Like
Yes.
It's great to see Emmerdale addressing stuff like this, but at the same time, as an actress, you must be looking at it going, I cannot wait to get my teeth into this.
Yeah, I love my job. I know it's a cliche. I absolutely do. Thanks to writers like Sharon. And, you know, I enjoy every storyline I've been given. And this is an interesting one because it provokes a lot of conversations on set. Because you're kind of all camps, and no one wins, actually, because it's a bit devastating for everybody.
Being a soap actress and being someone being someone that's been there for a long period of time, is it quite cyclical? Because sometimes you ride a wave of being a supporting actor or actress for 4 or 5 months, and then you'll get a storyline that you get your teeth into, and it probably requires like a deep level of concentration or research.
That's kind of one of the things I love about it, is you get downtime. But it's unlike anything else. You know, if you get a drama or a play, there's a beginning, a middle and an end. This is open-ended. They can literally make you do anything, you know, within reason. And so that's quite fun. That's quite interesting as an actor, because you don't know what's coming. You know, these guys do.
Well, we're talking... We know a little. We've been allowed to say a little bit about what's going on in storyline, because we know... We've seen Gus on screen saying, I want the child and I'm going to move to France. And she does something in a bit of a panic.
Yeah, it's quite un-Rona-like, I will say. And often she does things that I'm like, I don't get it. I do get this. I'm not saying I would do it, but she ends up... I think it's tomorrow's ep... running off with the baby.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, I kind of get it. It's that sort of primal panic of, this is my child and you're going to take her to France and I'm never going to see her again. So something guttural kicks in.
Oh, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well, then.
I can't possibly say. I actually don't know, but I can't possibly say.
Do you not know?
No, we know a little in advance, but not too much. And it's been, like, we talked about this before, this story's never really been told, so legally, Emmerdale have had to tread carefully and plan. So I'm not sure if they know the ending yet. It's quite a weird one.
When you write a storyline like this, Sharon, do you have to worry about things like that? Or do you do it and then you let the producers work out legally what you can and can't do?
We were just chatting about that before, because it's not based on a real storyline. We don't think there's been someone... No. If there has, come forward, we want to talk to you. But you did say the research team up at Emmerdale have looked at it and looked at the legal situation, and it is there. It could happen, you know, women who go on to donate eggs, a surrogate birth, you know, who actually has the legal rights over the child, and it would be the woman that gives birth, even if the DNA isn't there. So I think there is, at the heart of it, there is this really sort of fundamental question about what is motherhood, what is parentship, and I get her running away. But I also wanted to come back because you got little Leo there, and you've got Marlon.
And April, I know.
And Zoe, you've been there for 13 years
14.
now. Is it 14
actually,
years?
the first time I appeared was 20 years ago. So I went in for 6 eps, left, came back for a year, left, had children.
Part of your life.
Yeah, and my husband's in it as well. So he's been in it. How long has Jeff been in it? 24 years.
I don't know why you're looking at me. You're married to him.
What storyline are we kicking up over here?
But yeah, so it is part of our lives. Yeah, very much so.
And we just love Kane and Rona. They are the two characters that keep going. Well, everyone does that. I miss them so much. Such a cracking cast, they really are.
It's a cracking soap. They all are, really, to be fair. Sharon, thank you so much.
Thank you,
and thank you for joining us, Zoe.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.